Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys all over the world, welcome back to Decade Gaming. I hope you're good, I hope you're well, and I hope you're staying safe in the strange and Donald Trumpian times where terrorists rule and, Marks and Spencer's gets hacked because they haven't upgraded their servers. But anyway, welcome to Warzone Wednesday Reloaded. Sounded like there had to be a animation there or like a sound or something. I don't know. I can't find a sound to do it right. So in my infinite was high drama right now. How are you? Good games last night, my friend. Good games. Sorry I'm on late this evening. I wasn't sure whether I was going to get on, but hey, I'm here and I'm present and correct. Might be playing some games depending on whether. Oh, there we go. That's better. Sorry, I'll explain all. Right. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope you're staying safe in these strange and interesting times. If you are new here, Gojo Satoru. Sorry, I butcher names. You'll get used to me. Welcome to YouTube. Thank you very much for joining. Hi, how are you? If you are new here, welcome to the stream. I am a seasoned gamer, so to speak, born in 1976, with gaming ever since, starting from the wee early days of the ZX Spectrum all the way through to present day PS5s and obviously PC Master Race. There's no other way to go, really. So if you missed it last night, I stream every Wednesday and every Thursday. I've literally just moved house. This is just an abbreviation of what's been going on. I've had a new job and been trying to get my life back together, so to speak. So welcome one and all. Those of you who have been here for a while and those of you who are brand new, hope you're good and well. Right, so we play Warzone every Wednesday. I'm a bit of Call of Duty fan. Sometimes I go off it, sometimes I go back to it again. Generally on a Thursday, I'm trying to get some kind of horror games on the go, but Call of Duty is about the only one I can do at the moment. My VR isn't set up, so that's I'm struggling with that at the moment as well. Everything's all up in the air. There's going to be a new background as well. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. It's going to be kind of build a wall. And that's my very bad Donald Trump impression, by the way. But there you go. So, Drama Rhino, how are you? Hope you're well, mate. And I hope you can join me for at least one game this evening. Now, turning our attention to Call of Duty. Do you know what I'm going to do while we're chatting here? Very friendly chatting. I'm going to put the old cam on. If it works and if I can remember how to put it on, because it's not working. It's not working the way it's meant to be. So let me just come out of studio mode. There we go. It's working now. There you go. Running some levels. Hi everybody, by the way. I haven't turned stream camera. Right, 2 seconds. Need to get a light, right? That's the aircon behind you, by the way. That may be going on a little bit later. He says. Right, you're grinding, are you? Some levels also did the prestige. Oh, you did the prestige, mate. What are you doing? Crazy fool. Right, so Warzone Wednesday Reloaded, meaning Warzone Thursday, in my book. And then completely forgot that obviously it's a massive update, which means it's 78.9 gigs. Which basically means that it's not downloaded yet. So I'm going to wait for it to download. It was going about 10 meg. Now I have a terabit connection here. Very lucky. Just under a terabit. And it was going at 10 meg and I thought, uh-oh. The timer was down to a minute and I thought, oh dear, this is not going to happen. But luckily, the last time I looked at it, it jumped up to about 78 meg. Not good, but now we're on about 46, 45, so we shouldn't be too much longer. It just basically means that we can check out all the new metas. We can check out the updates, maybe some of the notes. Wait, you need to update, Rip. That's not God tonight. No, it is 90% already, mate. Don't worry, we'll be done in minutes. Terabit connection. It's beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. It's a tariff. I put a tariff on internet connection. That's what I did. It's 145% extra. But it has to speed up. because I told Microsoft that we're in a busy household and we need all the internets in the world. All the internets in the world. Any recommendations to spend my prestige? Yes, I do. Right now, then. So basically, when you prestige in, you want to go for items that are going to level you up as quickly as possible. Now that is obviously, I think it's gunfighter that you can have, so you can have all the 8 stuff. It's always recommended doing some of the later guns, because then you've got those unlocked. You don't have to worry about those. But that's kind of later down the line. For the time being, you need to unlock the thing that gives you like quicker UAVs and all that kind of stuff. I can't remember what it's called. I will once the game started, but I can't remember at the moment. Ladra, what the hell's the Ladra? Do you know what? I might buy. I might do it. I might buy the battle pass. I'm quite into it this season, so I might do it. Since we're all playing Warzone and all that kind of stuff, so I don't know. We shall have to see. But yeah, so it's the one that levels you up quicker. And then you've got to get the UAV blocker, the spy satellite or whatever it's called, so it blocks the view. Once you've got those, go for, in fact the first one should really be, go for the Blackbird one as well, which gives you like exact movements, like the arrows where they are. So those 3 are the 3 perks that you should be running with. Once I've got it back up and loaded, I'll let you know, because this is what I currently running with at the moment. We're 26% by the way, so not too much longer. Hopefully, probably another 10 minutes. I will be done. But should we have a look at? Let's see if we can find some notes. Let's see what's been happening. Bring it up on the screen in a minute. Intel, there we go. We've always got some. Have you heard this news? Like, Xbox says some new first-party games launching this holiday season will start at $79.99 which is about 60 quid here. This most likely confirms the Call of Duty 2025 will be $79.99 to $60, which it is already, I think. When it launches this year. Tariffs for you, mate. Tariffs. That's what it is. The numbers skin is coming back. Oh, the numbers skin. Oh, damn it. I quite like that, actually. The numbers skin was quite... Seth Rogen? Nah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is now available on Xbox Game Pass. Ooh. Interesting. More on the news. Ranked Verdansk is now available. Here's some good loadouts to use in Warzone Ranked. Okay, patch notes. There we go. Right, cool. So I'm going to wait for the music to finish, as it always should, as every good streamer, radio presenter, and extraordinaire like myself should do. Even without a light, just saying. Once I get a light, I'm going to look amazing. You'll see all the crap in the background as well. This is it tonight, folks, by the way. There's no gaming. It's just me. It's going to be a chat. How many did that lose? They all gone yet? I don't like chatting in front of everybody. I prefer to just to have our little chats and get-togethers and while away the hours and all that kind of stuff. Right, let's have a look at these update patch notes and all that kind of stuff as well. So Black Ops multiplayer. No, let's do that one, and then we'll do this one as well. Okay, so Warzone. Accept all. Why not? Okay, Warzone Season 3 reload to start date. Rank play returns. Major update for Call of Duty Battle Royale. Bring in new weapon rank play. And Verdansk map updates. Verdansk return has been roaring success with players loving the classic map. I must admit, yes. Increased lobby size and familiar feel. There's more content coming soon thanks to the mid-season update. Here's full update patch notes for Warzone Season 3 Reloaded. You know exactly what's changing. So we've got all this gumph, whatever this is. Oh, is this the rank play? Right, okay. Yeah, okay. I won't be doing that one. New weapon, Ladra SMG, which is this beauty, which obviously is meta right now. Loot and economy, updated ground loot. Where we go. This is the crux of the stuff. This is what we want to know. 37%, nearly there, nearly there. Updated ground loot weapons. Ground loot weapons have been revised to better align with each weapon's core role by removing incompatible or underperforming attachments. Certain weapon builds have been added or removed from the loot pool to improve overall variety and balance. Slight adjustments have been made to weapon class distribution, including a reduction in the frequency of snipers and pistols found at the ground. Good, because there was just bloody HDRs all over the bloody place. High value loot zones. Now, this I'm interested in. Okay, each zone, each season, I should say, 3 POIs across Verdansk will be designated as high value loot zones, offering increased loot density. I'm having to pronounce every single word because I'm so tired. For Season 3 Reloaded, or 03, that is, the active high value loot zones are train station, superstore, and military. Of course it's superstore. Of course it's train station. Of course it's military base. Prime locations for early hot drops. Okay, so if we drop their drama, we're going to die. High value loot zones are now marked by a distinct color on the point of interest name during the infill and attack map. And the compass when inside the zone. Okay. Cooldown for ammo restock depots in plunder has been, well, we don't care about plunder. Movement speed while plating. Movement speed while inserting armor plates has been standardized, whether using the normal animation or the one-hand animation granted by quick fix. Your movement speed will now align with the weapon you had equipped when you began plating. Cool. Dual charges. Explosion radius increased from 3 meters to 5 meters. Inner explosion damage increased from 155 to 200. Outer explosion damage increased from 39 to 100. So that's been buffed. C4, middle, blah, 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 blah. You can read that for yourself. Spring mine, inner explosion reduced. Okay, blast trap. Minor reduction. Oh, okay, for the blast trap counter. Okay, cool. Stim shot. Speed increase is reduced from 15 to 8%. Okay, interesting. Experimental gas no longer deals tick damage. Big game bounty. Contract has returned, so that's something we need to go for as well. Supply run contract. Squad mates who are dead at the time a supply run is completed will now also receive the fire sale award. That's cool. So sentries had a buff. Bunker buster, inner damage reduced. Okay, so that's been reduced. UAV. Audible call out on activation of UAV for enemies has been tied up with the UX indicator red box around the minimap. Okay, cool. Low profile bomb squad, damage reduction, survivor. Okay, so the perks have been good as well. Armor regeneration speed increased by 50%. Interesting. Tracker outlines have been refined with thinner lines to improve it. There's a lot of stuff going on. Visual clarity, new Landrum submachine gun, new conversion kits, Goblin Mark 2, 7.62 mini rocket conversion kit. Oh my god. Favoriting operators, place can mark operators as favorites. Random operators selection, play can now enable random operators. Okay. Random skin selection, UI UX. Okay, loadout marker icon, quality of life. A blue loadout drop icon will now appear in the squad widget when your team has enough cash to purchase a loadout. Oh, okay, cool. Damage closes by station, menu setting, quality of life. Oh, okay, no, that's brilliant. No, that's really good actually, because the amount of times I've got stuck on a buy station and I've been killed in it because I just couldn't get out of it. I panicked. So as soon as you get hit now, that's it. You're kind of you're straight out of it. 48%, nearly there. Kill feed duration, setting quality of life. I'm not too bothered about that. Not bothered about the kill feed. I don't care about my kills. Attachment filter, good. Yeah, because I've been looking for those thermals. Death recap widget. The death recap system has been expanded in Season 3 Reloaded to provide clearer insight into the conditions that contributed towards your death, New indicators include affected by heartbeat sensor, affected by body shield on teammate, affected by resurgence mark, affected by proximity alarm, affected by the most wanted target. Okay. Nearby grenade. Notification fades slightly when the player is no longer in direct line of sight to the active grenade. Good. Damage overlay opacity. Double kill streak overwrite notification. Don't know what that is. Death skull icon improvement. We've got a new dirt bike. Heli. Oh, okay. Launchers 1 hit. Grenades 1 hit. Trap 1 hit. Thermite 10 ticks. Okay. Heli passenger view angles can now look around with more freedom than ever before. Less restricted in tracking targets below the vehicle. Cool. Audio. Pretty much standard stuff, I would say. I think. We have some more water now because we're talking. Fixed audio, fixed headshot kill indicator sound, higher pitch than expected on the classic hit marker preset. Classic hit marker has been quieter than expected, and loads of other stuff as well. All right, cool. Okay. Interesting. Multiplayer. New weapon. Haven, Signal, Blazetown, joint operations. This means I have to reselect the bloody hardcore stuff again. Oh, yeah, that's a point. Did they fix... Oh, I didn't even look. Did they fix the issue where if you go from multiplayer and back into Warzone, you can't select your perks? Because that's the issue I'm getting all the bloody time. It could be there somewhere. I'm not too sure. We'll find out when we start selecting it. Yeah, cool. Okay. So, meta, CR56 still. Compensator, that one. Gain twist barrel, vertical foregrip. I think that's the build that you've given me, Drama. I can't remember if it was or not. HDR, monolithic suppressor. So nothing's changed there, really. Maybe that. I'm not too sure. And the new one, the new bad boy, Ladra barrel, the long barrel, Ranger foregrip, balanced stock, standing mag, ergonomic grip. And then the AK-74 as well. Still there as the close sniper support or the close range. Well, we got different builds as well. Long range, sniper support. Maybe I should go for that one. Ooh. They've all got the compensator on them, though. Yeah. Interesting. We're about, 60%. So nearly there. Nearly there. Ripperoonie, indeed. Ripperoonie. Right. Well, there's not really much else to do here except for maybe let's watch the trailer. So let's do that now. Except we can't hear it because I think I've muted. Nope. Nope. Browser's decided that it's not going to work now. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Is YouTube working? There we go.
Welcome to the top 5 meta loadouts for season.
Let's watch a bit of Benny.
Straight in with the HDR, which you may be aware has received a small nerf to its ADS speed, but it still has that one-shot headshot. So in the muzzle, you're going to run that monolithic suppressor. The barrel is going to be the gain twist, so you keep that maximum bullet velocity. Under barrel, you're going to be going for that lightweight pod for that aiming idle sway. So when you scope in, it's a lot easier to hit the headshots.
Oh my God, I'm in his way. Let me get out of the way.
I'm going to put the quick draw grip. This is very, very important now, especially with that ADS
Or
nerf.
actually, do you know what I
So
can
make
do
sure
now?
you throw that on as well. And then with
Ah,
the
no.
firing mods, you're going to go for those overpressured rounds. This is the best 5 attachment HDR available, but if you do want to grab an 8 attachment version, so it's even better than before the nerf, you can throw the magazine on and go for the fast mag, giving you an even more ADS speed. So hold on, we'll equip that gunfire wildcard, which obviously is required. Then you can go for the stock, and you can throw on the, personally for me, I like to put on the heavy stock to counter
there you go.
resistance.
I'll go like that.
Shooting me, it's
How's
nice
that?
and easy. We then also go for the laser and stick that target laser on for even more aiming idle sway delay and aim walking steadiness. Makes it even easier to hit your shots. And I just use the default scope. But that's the best HDR. Next, we've got the AMAX, and this is
Hope you're okay with me doing this, by the way, Benny.
A lot more often, especially with ranked players, the HDR isn't a one-shot kill. The optic I've been running, though, is the Willis 3X. This is super clean, reminds me of the OG one that we used to use in Verdansk.
Willis 3X.
And then I customized the reticle. I just used the default. Obviously, if you've got the Zombies T-pose, that is probably the best one available, but the default
Zombies T-pose. I didn't even know you had to do that.
Then you're going to go for the muzzle, and you're going to put the compensator on for the 5 attachment version, because you need that extra vertical recoil control and recoil stabilization.
So it is the compensator.
The barrel, you go for the reinforced, so you get damage range increase and bullet velocity, so you get those fast CTKs at range. Magazine, 45 round mag, of course, super important. And then you're going to go to the firing mods and an overpressured, so you get maximum bullet velocity. Then if you're running an 8 attachment version, you're going to add an underbarrel, vertical foregrip. We're then going to run a rear grip and go for that commando, so you get ADS, jumping, sprint to fire, and jumping ADS speeds. And then finally, the stock.
Is that what we have on here?
Stock for that flinch resistance and also aim walking movement speeds. Now, even though the AK...
Hang on, I'm just going to go back and just have a look.
That commando, so you get ADS, jumping, sprint to fire, and jumping
commando grip.
ADS speeds.
They've got vertical foregrip.
Finally, the stock, which is the combat stock for that flinch resistance and also aim walking movement speeds. Now, even though the AK-74 has received...
And they've got combat stock on here.
In Season 3 Reloaded, it is still the fastest TTK up close, but some other SMGs have come into play, which
interesting.
We'll be looking at a little bit later. But the muzzle you're going to run is, of course, that compensator. You're then going to run an underbarrel with a range of...
Still the compensator, then.
Horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speeds. The magazine, the flip mag, is even more important than it was once before because of that faster ADS. It counters a bit of the nerf that the AK has received. Then you're going to go for a rear grip, and we're going to run that ergonomic grip for faster dive to fire, slide to fire, ADS, and jumping ADS speeds.
Do you know what? I'm going to try this build. I'm going to try these builds.
Stock. Then, if you would like to run the 8 attachment version, firing mods, you go for the recoil spring just for extra recoil control. The barrel is going to be that reinforced barrel for extra damage range and bullet velocity. And then the optic is just whichever 1X you prefer. I go for the Volshkiv Reflex personally, and that is the 8 attachment build. Next, we've got a weapon that I am very intrigued by because it could potentially mean that the burst meta is back. Because
AK
damage has been increased to 50 per bullet, which means you can technically 2 burst an opponent. So you'll be rocking the AEK. Now, you're going to go run that Volshkiv Reflex. We then run the barrel with the reinforced barrel for the extra damage range. Compensator on the muzzle. Of course, you could run the monolithic as well if you want extra damage range, but this just helps make sure your burst is as tight as possible.
Okay.
Then we're going to be running the magazine, and we're going to go for that extended mag 1. And then finally, of course, over-pressured rounds for that increased bullet velocity. But if you're going to go ahead and run an 8 attachment, which is something I would definitely recommend with this, we are going to go with the underbarrel at that vertical grip in, rear grip, going to go for that quick draw for that faster ADS speed, and of course the stock, which you're going to have that combat stock for that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed.
Right.
If this doesn't fully work for you, you can, and you struggle hitting your shots consistently, you can swap out the overpressured rounds for recoil springs. But for me, this could be absolutely broken with a 2 burst meta. Next up, we've got an SMG that is a big surprise. The HRM9. Yes, we have an MW3 weapon in the meta once again. This won't be available to use in ranked play, but it kills just as fast as the AK-74. On the muzzle, you got that Bruin Pendulum for recoil control and gun kick control, the Thorn 90 barrel. We've then got the Jack Slash for movement speed, sprint fire, and vertical recoil, the 50-round mag, and then the folding stock. One big thing to be aware of this is, as it is a Modern Warfare 3 weapon, you cannot use the Gunfighter wildcard just yet, so you are restricted to 5 attachment builds, but that will hopefully change in the near future.
Right.
Then if you'd like to use a competitive Black Ops 6 SMG for ranked play, I would recommend the Compact 92, one of the fastest TTKs in the game, very mobile.
Great cover. I've just upgraded that one.
Over the SAUG, but that's just personal preference. You got the compensator, the reinforced barrel, the Ranger foregrip, the extended mag 3, and then recoil springs. Also, one thing.
Right, just to keep everybody updated, if you're just arriving, I haven't haven't had a chance to download Call of Duty yet, so it's nearly done. We're going at 41. It's not very fast, but we're nearly at 80%, so we're not too far away. Should be nearly done. Say about another 5 minutes or so, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see.
You're going to want to be doing when you're grabbing any 8 attachment weapons is having the Grakova pistol as your secondary. This is the best secondary in the game if you're not using a rocket launcher to destroy vehicles with. The muzzle, you're going to run that monolithic suppressor, so you've got bullet velocity increase, damage range, and of course, staying off radar. Then for the barrel, you go for that reinforced barrel just so you get increased damage range as well as additional bullet velocity. Then the magazine that you're going to run is the extended mag 3. This gives you a 60 round mag, which is absolutely insane for a secondary. And then for the stock, you're going to run the weighted stock. This is going to give you an alternate ADS, which I'll show you in a second, as well as bringing down that recoil. And then the laser that we go for is that steady aim laser to kind of make it so you're as accurate as possible in this alternate ADS. So if I go into the firing range quickly, you'll see exactly what I mean when I scroll down. So as I fire the weapon, it's like a more accurate ADS, but you can hold positions, take people down, and then also then have your 8 attachment AMAX, for example, so you can win situations at all distances. Give it a go and let me know what you think about it in the comments. And then one additional loadout that you might want to use is the SAUG if you don't love the compact that I read earlier.
I'm back in a second.
Run the compensator. You've then got the long barrel, so you've got that additional damage range, which is really important with this build. The vertical foregrip, the extended mag 2, and then the balanced stock to round it up. And like, this is a lot of fun to use, as well as all the other loadouts I've shown you in this video. But this would be my suggested loadout to be rocking. Go for the CR56 AMAX with those 5 attachments. Partner it with the Compact 92, then run a smoke grenade, impact grenades, survivor, cold-blooded, and tempered. Honestly, this is the best perk setup. Even though Survivor got nerfed, it's all about allowing your teammates to res you faster. Cold-blooded because it completely counters people running tracker, as well as a few other benefits. And then tempered because of the amount of plates around. Let me know what you think. Share what your loadout is going to be down in the comments below, and I will see you in Season 3. Out to be rocking. Go for the CR56 AMAX with those 5 attachments. Partner it with the Compact 92, then run a smoke grenade, impact grenades, survivor, cold-blooded, and tempered. Honestly, this is the best perk setup. Even though Survivor got nerfed, it's all about allowing your teammates to res you faster. Cold-blooded because it completely counters people running tracker, as well as a few other benefits. And then tempered because of the amount of plates around. Let me know what you think. Share what your loadout is going to be down in the comments below, and I will see you in Season 3 Reloaded. Now, I wanted to quickly throw in a couple of other fun loadouts that you might want to use, because some weapons actually got quite surprising buffs that we weren't expecting, but the TAC 56 or the SCAR is one of those. The setup is the RF Crown 50, the 17.5 Tundra Pro barrel, the XRK bow breaker grip, and then 60 round mags with the high grain rounds. It's so much fun that they're bringing back some of these original metas like the TAC 56 and the M4. But those are my top meta loadouts that you might want to be running in Season 3 Reloaded. Things will be subject to change as we find and discover things, but make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And thanks for watching it. I'll see you next time. Bye.
So there you go. Go and subscribe to Benny Central and his loadouts that are already there. So we got the AMAX as normal, with all the benefits that adhere to. AEK, now that's an interesting one. I'm wondering, because I've literally just leveled that up. It's a potential 2-burst shot. Interesting. Very, very, very close to finishing. So close. Hey, Soccer God, thank you very much for liking the live over on TikTok. Appreciate it. Oh, you followed as well. Hey, Sammy Linda as well. Thank you very much for following. Appreciate it. How you doing this evening? Hope you're well. Hope you're very well indeed. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty momentarily. Any second now. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty. Now, I need to sort this out so that it looks like I know what I'm doing. Maybe if I flip it the other way around. What do you reckon? Let's flip it. Yeah, because that would look better, because now it looks like I'm actually... Yeah, hang on. Flip horizontally. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Ah, gee.